Good morning, traders. Welcome to the Phoenix Blue morning update for Monday, the 11th of April. I'm Tom Colley and I'll be taking you through the markets this morning. Let's start over with the news. Friday, we had some negative manufacturing production figures out of the UK, minus 1.1%, significantly below the minus 0.2%, which was forecast. Converse to that, we had some really strong employment and unemployment rate figures from Canada. This, I believe, will have a significant impact on what happens on Wednesday when we have the Bank of Japan rate announcement. I think this will be sufficient to prevent them reducing the rates on this occasion. Okay, today we have the Kuroda, the Bank of Japan governor, speaking. In fact, he's already spoken at 7:15 this morning. This was a scheduled event. I'm not expecting a lot from that, and I don't think we've seen much action from it. Conversely, we've got here an unscheduled Fed announcement. This is an FOMC meeting that's been called to discuss discount rates. That in itself, not that interesting, but I've been reading all over this morning people saying, well, the last time this happened was the 21st of November, just before the December rate hike. So people already trying to read into that something about the Fed interest rates. Personally, I think it's just more chatter in the very volatile markets we've got at the moment, very sensitive markets. So even though I don't think this event in itself is significant, I think we might see some volatility around it just because of the current environment. Okay, over in Asia, well, last week, or really the last couple of weeks, we've had quite a bullish sentiment on the Shanghai composite, the composite of the Shanghai equity markets. We've had a bullish morning this morning. I've marked a new level on here, which shall we say I'm describing as the first level of the stock exchange recovery, around this 3,000 or 3,040 level there. This lower level being the 2015 lows. So I think if we get a weekly close above this level on Friday, I think we'll have a significant change in sentiment on the Chinese stocks. Over on the Nikkei, the exact opposite. We've had two very bearish weeks. We had a pullback at the end of last week, but this is simply reflecting what's been going on in Japan, consistent negative news coming out, and a strengthening yen, which we'll talk about in a moment, which hurts the exporters, Japanese business, and this has led to a lot of money being taken out of the equity markets, and quite possibly those are simply in a risk-off scenario finding their way into the yen currency. Okay, into the weekly chart of the dollar. We've been looking or watching this trend line in conjunction with a level through here. Clear close below now. We're already bearish again today. Next stop about 93.25, 92.50 being the level below that. So we'll be waiting to see a reaction from one of these levels. Our longer term bias remains dollar strength. Because of the monetary policy divergence from the central banks, but we are clearly seeing a bigger pullback than we've had for a while. This 92.09 level here represents the 618 fib from the 2014 lows, which was the start of the very big weakening of the yen due to predominantly Bank of Japan intervention. Over on the yen itself, well, we had basically a breakout, big down bar, bearish bar here. We're bearish again this morning, overnight stroke this morning. You'll see we've got an order in at this level around 110, I believe, looking for a potential pullback before coming lower, targeting this level here. Our medium-term objective or bias is that we anticipate 105, 105.30 to be a target level. There are several other areas within this scope, smaller levels, which we will be looking to pick breaks, pullbacks on the way down should the yen not pull back to this 110 level. Over on the euro, we're at a significant level, 1.145 here at this level. We're in a trade short from this level already last week. We got short, we got our stops to break even and a small amount of money off the table, so we're risk-free in here. There was very much a range between these two levels last week. We'll be looking for a break and retest of this level, alternatively a double top on the level here, again towards our bias being short. We've just looked at the yen and the euro. We've got potentially a strengthening yen. We've got a euro at a level that we're looking to it's looking to weaken, or we're expecting it to weaken. So an obvious place to look next is the euro yen cross pair. So if we see further yen strength, euro weakness, we'll get a break of this level here. We'll look for a retest, and we'll be looking to trade the downside on this chart. We are looking at all the yen cross pairs this week. The dominant factor in the market appears to be yen strength, so we'll look for all the opportunities we can find, be they end of day or intraday, to take advantage of that. In a similar area to the euro, a similar way, we've got the US dollar CHF, the Swissy, with a level here at a round number of 9,500. You'll see an order in place there. Our bias is for the Swissy to weaken relative to the dollar, so we've got a trade already in there. We'll be looking for that to come up to around the level here for our T2 target. Interesting one here on the S&P. Been watching this for a long time now. Have we finally reached some sort of top? You can see we've got a trend line here. We've got another upwards trend line there to a significant level, which we can see has got support and resistance, supply and demand all the way along through that level. Now, have we already missed that trade? I don't really know. We will be placing an order this morning at that level of around 2080. If we get back to that and we get short with that, that will be great. And our first target will be the 2040 level here, being the lower side of this range. If it is the big top, then we will be looking for a break of 2040, pull back to trade to the downside again. So really what we're looking at here is, are we actually seeing finally another risk-off scenario where the money will come out of the major stock indices and go to our safe havens, as they potentially already are doing with the yen. If we flick over to gold, this morning we've had a bullish move. We've got a significant level here. We'll be looking for a close above that level, 1247, 1250, a pullback to that level to trade long. We have an order in place at this level we've had for a long time. It's about 1190. Our expectation and our commitment to traders analysis suggests that the gold is in need of a pullback. It may not be a huge pullback, but potentially to that level. So we will be trading anything above this level. We will be trading long, but without hugely extended targets to take advantage of the move, but still expecting price to fall back up until the point that this high is broken, at which point then that would invalidate that trade there. Okay, guys, well, that's the end of the analysis for this morning. We call this our pure analysis, one of a number of methods that we use. The highlights for this, we use clean charts based on price action and horizontal levels. We don't use any lagging indicators. We look to buy and sell at levels where the big players, the banks and the market movers buy and sell. We only trade when we have a fundamental bias. We build in our commitment of traders analysis. If you don't know what this is, please email us at info@phoenixblue.co.uk and we can introduce you to that. The method that we use allows us to have very accurate levels to trade for. We predominantly use a 40 pip stop loss for FX trades. when we are looking to be profitable with a smaller number of winners, because the level of our wins, because of the small stop loss, are significantly higher than would normally be expected. Now, if you are already a trader and you're interested in improving your results, please drop us a line. Email us at info@phoenixblue.co.uk. You can talk to us about a free consultation, so we can look at where you are within your trading and potentially see if we can take you to the next level. If you have any specific questions about this video, email me. I'm Tom at phoenixblue.co.uk for any specific questions about this video. Okay, so beginning of another trading week. Let's hope it's a successful one for you all. Thank you and goodbye.